in a release signed by NESO chairman Samuel Jyrwa, advisor Samujjal Bhattacharya as well as the Secretary General Sinam Prakash Singh, the NESO expressed anguish and disbelief at the conflicts along the border, which it said was condemnable and had taken a huge toll on human lives, injuries to scores of people, as well as destruction to people property. The NESO statement said that the clashes had erupted in the border between Assam and Mizoram has sent shockwaves across the region as news from ground zero kept spreading like wildfire. The fragile situation along the Assam-Mizoram border is a reminder of how vulnerable security of border residents can be when such conflicts arise, the NESO noted. NESO also noted that many levels of boundary talks bore no solution to the plaguing problem. Significantly, the NESO stated that interstate border disputes are not ethnic issues and hence communal harmony must be maintained at all costs. NESO also urged all state governments to be committed to solving the long-pending problem once and for all and, if necessary, involve the central government as well to be a party in the dialogues. It also pledged to push for continued people-to-people contacts. Well, the NESO, they're breaking its silence on the border row and making some very crucial points, isn't it? Well, let's have a quick look at the main points that have been highlighted by NESO. There you have it. NESO condemns escalation along the Assam and Mizoram border. That is, of course, the primary point that has been mentioned here. NESO has expressed anguish over the interstate border conflict that is currently underway, that is currently still plaguing the border area. NESO has called for peace and communal harmony. That is, of course, something that both state governments must strive for. NESO has also urged the state governments to try and resolve the border issues at the earliest possible. And they have also made another very important point that they will continue to encourage people-to-people contact. That is something that is obviously very important as far as reaching a resolution is concerned. An interstate border dispute, not an ethnic issue. That is something which the NESO has clearly stated. Border issues have nothing to do with ethnicity. State governments are duty-bound to solve the border dispute. That is what the NESO leaders have said, that the border dispute needs to be resolved at the earliest, and the solution talks bearing no solution to plaguing problem. So there you have it. These are the main points that have been raised here. NESO had also asked the centre to intervene in the border dispute if the need arises. And at last, but significantly not the least, NESO has sent a representation to the Home Minister Amit Shah on the border issue during his Shillong visit that concluded just a few days back. That is also another very important point there, viewers. So NESO, of course, weighing in on this currently ongoing border dispute along the Assam and Mizoram border and claiming that both state governments need to resolve the issue at the earliest, saying that the state governments are duty-bound and, if required, the central government can also be roped in to take part in the dialogues and reach an amicable solution at the earliest.